Alright, let's talk about money, but probably not in the way you're used to. We're gonna forget all the complicated budgets and spreadsheets for a second. Instead, we're gonna challenge, break, and then totally rebuild the single most important financial formula that you use every single day, even if you don't realize it.
So, let me ask you something, and be honest. Does this sound familiar? You set a savings goal, right? You've got the best intentions, and then life happens. A surprise bill, a dinner out, and by the end of the month, there's pretty much nothing left to save. So what gives? Why does it feel like we're always fighting this uphill battle with our savings?
Well, it's because most of us are using a completely broken formula. We're taught either directly or indirectly that your income minus your expenses equals your savings. You get your paycheck, you pay for everything, and then whatever's left over, if there's anything left over, that's what you save. I mean, it sounds logical, but here's the thing. It's a trap.
Here's why that's such a huge problem. When you save what's left, your savings aren't a priority. They're just an afterthought. They're the leftovers. And you know what happens? Our expenses have this magical ability to expand and eat up whatever income we have. When that's the case, your future isn't the priority. And it means you have to rely on pure willpower every single month to try and spend less. And come on, let's be real. Willpower is not a strategy. It's exhausting.
So I'm just gonna say it, plain and simple. The formula you've been using your whole life, it's broken. It is fundamentally and literally designed to work against you. It's designed to make you fail.
So what do? We flip it. We turn the whole thing on its head. Get this, income minus investment equals expense. Now this looks like a tiny little change, but trust me, this is a massive shift in priority. We're not even talking about saving anymore. We're talking about investing.
This new formula is all built on what we can call the priority principle. And it's so simple but so powerful. It's the act of treating your future self as your number one, most important, non-negotiable bill. I mean, think about it. You always pay your rent, right? You pay your phone bill. But are you paying the most important person of all? You. This principle says you pay yourself first before anyone else gets a single penny.
And look at this, side by side. Over on the left, you've got the old way, the leftover mentality. You save what's left after you're done spending. Your future is basically optional. But on the right, that's the priority mentality. You spend what's left after you're done investing. Your future becomes mandatory. It's the first thing you pay for, not the last.
And this is so important to get. This isn't just some clever math trick. It's a total rewiring of your brain when it comes to money. You stop asking yourself, how much can I afford to save this month? And you start telling yourself, this is how much I am investing this month, period. Everything else, all your spending, has to fit into what's left.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but how do I actually do it? How do I make this a reality without it feeling like a ton of work every month?
The answer, the absolute secret sauce here, is just one word: automation. The secret to making this system work without you even thinking about it is to take yourself and your mood and your shaky willpower completely out of the picture.
It's really just 4 simple steps. 1, you pick an amount to invest. 2, you schedule an automatic transfer from your bank account for the day right after you get paid. And this is the magic part. Before you can even touch that money, a piece of it is already whisked away into your investment account. 3, you just gotta think of it like any other bill. It's not optional. And 4, you just live on what's left over.
So the big question is, okay, how much? Well, a really common target you'll hear from experts is about 15% of your pre-tax income. Now, if that sounds like a lot, don't worry. Start with 5%, start with 1%. But honestly, the exact number doesn't matter nearly as much as just starting, and most importantly, making it automatic. You can always change the amount later. Completely reverse how your money flows each month. Look at the old way on the left. Your income comes in, gets totally chewed up by all your expenses, and you're left with this tiny little sliver for savings. But now look at the new way on the right. Your income hits your account, a big dedicated chunk immediately goes to your investments, and your expenses are forced to fit into what's left.
That's the magic of it. The system creates the discipline for you. You don't have to try to be disciplined anymore. The system is the discipline. You're literally engineering your own financial success by design, not by relying on willpower.
I want to say this again, because if you take away just one thing from all this, it should be this. The goal is not to have money left over for your investments. The goal is to have money left over from your investments. The money you live on is what's left after you've already paid your future self. That is what freedom looks like.
So I'll leave you with this one last thought to chew on. Your future, your goals, your retirement, your freedom, it's the most important expense you have. And every single month, it sends you a bill. The only question is, are you paying it?
Hey everyone, today we're gonna dive into a strategy that sounds simple, but trust me, it could totally change the game when it comes to building your wealth. It's called the investment-only account. It's a tiny tweak with a huge impact. So let's just jump right in.
So let me ask you something. Do you ever wonder where your salary just vanishes? You get that payday notification, right? And for like a hot second, you feel amazing, totally secure. But then, well, life happens. Coffee here, a dinner out there, that online sale you just had to check out, and poof, before you know it, you're at the end of the month, staring at your bank account and thinking, wait, where did it all go? If that hits a little too close to home, believe me, you are not alone.
This right here, this is what we call the saver's dilemma. It's this constant battle, a tug of war between the part of you that wants to save for the future and, well, the part of you that wants that fancy coffee right now. And the battlefield where this whole war takes place, it's usually your one and only bank account.
Just picture your main account for a second. Your whole paycheck gets deposited, and then it's like opening the floodgates. Money immediately starts pouring out for rent, bills, groceries, and, let's be honest, every little impulse buy. Saving? That becomes kind of an afterthought, you know? It's whatever's left over at the end, if there's anything left over. The system is almost designed to push your future goals to the side.
But what if I told you there's a simple structural fix for this? A way to actually beat this cycle. The solution is so simple. It's a tale of two accounts. All it's about is creating a clean break, a separation between the money you use to live your life and the money you're trying to grow for your
The
future.
whole idea here is to build a firewall. Seriously, on one side you've got your main account. Think of it as your daily command center. It handles all the bills, the groceries, the fun stuff. But on the other side of that firewall is your investment account, and it has one job and one job only: to take in money and grow. This isn't just about being neat and tidy with your finances. It's a huge mental shift. It completely changes how you think about your
But
money.
here's where the real magic comes in. This is the part where you take willpower completely out of the equation. Because let's face it, willpower runs out. So welcome to the set it and forget it principle. This is where we make your success completely automatic.
And getting this set up is incredibly simple. Seriously, it's just 3 steps. Step 1, you open that second account, the one that's only for investing. Step 2, and this is key, the day after you get paid, you set up an automatic transfer of a fixed amount into that new account. It could be 10%, 20%, whatever works for you. And then step 3, well, that's it. You're done. You just live on what's left in your main account while your investment account is quietly and consistently building your future in the background.
Now hold on. This second account isn't just any old bank account. No, it's got a very specific design feature. You could even call it a secret weapon that's going to help you stay disciplined.
And here it is, the single most important rule of this whole system. This investment account cannot, I repeat, cannot have an ATM card or a debit card attached to it at all. I know, that might sound super inconvenient, but guess what? That inconvenience is the whole point. So why does this matter so much? Because it creates friction. That's the key word. By making it harder to get to that money, you make it way less likely that you'll just dip into your savings for random, non-essential stuff. It forces you to stop and actually think about it. And most of the time, you'll probably just decide it's not worth the hassle. It's a brilliant little life hack that protects future you from present you's impulses.
So let's officially call this thing what it is: the investment-only account. Its purpose is crystal clear. It's a one-way street for your money. That's it. It's designed so that cash flows in super easily, automatically, but getting it to flow out, that takes real, deliberate, conscious effort.
And once you have this system up and running, you're doing something much bigger than just saving a bit of money. You are literally automating your future. You're building the foundation for real, genuine peace of mind.
And this is the real payoff. That monthly stress, that guilt about not saving enough, it just starts to fade away. You're building wealth, consistently, without even having to think about it. And all of a sudden, those big goals, buying a house, traveling the world, retiring comfortably, they stop feeling like a dream and start having a clear, tangible path. What you're actually building here is freedom. Freedom from money stress.
So I want to leave you with this one last thought. Look, we all have these big, grand intentions to save and invest, right? But what this strategy really proves is that the smallest, most consistent action, that one single automatic transfer every month, is so much more powerful than the biggest intention you could ever have. So my question for you is, what's the one small automated step you can take today to get started?